Okay, so I'm here with Will. We're outside because I thought it would be prettier, but now I'm worried that the wind is going to be a problem. So he's going to read nice and strongly. And the first thing he's going to read is from, can you introduce your book, please?
The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents by Terry Pratchet. At this world.
Okay, so I'm going to move the camera closer to hear him even better because it's windy. And Will, can you please open to a random page?
Can I start from the beginning so it makes more sense?
Sure, but I'm only going to get you to read like half a page anyway. So I'll get you to read for about 30 seconds or a minute. And nice and strong with expression. Let's hear what you got.
Hold on. Do I read like these little bits?
No, you can just go from the start of the main text. We'll skip the little quote at the start of the chapter.
Rats. They chased the dogs and bit the cats. But there was more to it than that. That was the thing. I didn't just randomly say, okay?
Oh yeah, it cuts off the sentence.
There was more to it than that. As the Amazing Maurice said, it was just a story about people and rats. And the difficult part of it was deciding who the people were and who were the rats. But Alicia Grimm said it was a story about stories. It began on the mail coach that came over the mountains from the distant cities of the plain. This was the part of the journey that the driver didn't like. The way wound through forests and around mountains, crumbling roads. There were deep shadows between the trees. Sometimes he thought things were following the coach, keeping just out of sight. Gave him the willies. And on this journey, the really big willy was that he could hear voices. He was sure of it. They were coming from behind him, from the top of the coach. And there was nothing there but the big oilcloth mail sacks and the young man's luggage. There was certainly nothing big enough for a person to hide in, but occasionally he was sure he heard squeaky voices whisper.
Alright, and I'll get you to pause there while that truck drives past. And I'm going to pass you, so that was fiction, that was a novel. This time I'm going to pass you a paragraph you haven't read before from the history of Singapore that we were taking some notes from yesterday. This paragraph is called War and Peace. It's actually, but it's actually two small paragraphs. Can you please try and read the two paragraphs under where it says War and Peace?
Singapore's prosperity suffered a major blow during World War II when it was attacked by the Japanese on 8th of December 1941.
Can you read a bit louder, please? Because I regret getting us to read out here where it's noisy.
Singapore's prosperity suffered a major blow during World War II when it was attacked by the Japanese on 8th of December 1941. The invaders arrived from the north, confounding the British military commanders who had expected an attack by the sea from the south. Despite their superior numbers, the Allied forces surrendered to the Japanese on Chinese New Year, 15th of February 1942. It was the largest surrender of British-led forces in history. The island once featured, I think that's what it's called, as an impregnable fortress.
Good.
What?
Yeah, impregnable, that's right.
Was renamed Shonan or Light of the South Island in Japanese. When the Japanese surrendered in 1945, the island was handed over to the British military administration, which remained in power until dissolution of Straits Settlement, conspiring Penang, Malacca and Singapore in April 1946. Singapore became a British Crown colony.
Fantastic. So my question for you, that was awesome reading. The sentence where they talk about how it was fated as an impregnable fortress. Fated means to like talk something up, to advertise in a way that kind of celebrates it. My question for you, what do you reckon impregnable means if they're talking up how great this place is? It's an impregnable fortress. What do you reckon?
Impenetrable?
Yeah, it's similar to impenetrable, something you can't bash through, no matter how hard you try. Awesome reading, thank you. Any statements or questions?
No.
Lovely. Bye.
It's a board.